Good morning, everyone. It's early in the morning, and I had a thought overnight that I wanted to explain. There's another way to put away emergency water. I don't want to make it seem too scary for all you people out there to think, well, I don't have a canning system like they have. I don't really know how to do it. I don't think I can put away any water. Well, this is about as easy as you can do it, and it's just water. This is a simple way to do it for water. You're going to take your tap water. Yes, I have chlorinated water, but now I'm boiling it. I'm going to bring this up to a rolling boil. That's going to dechlorinate my water. It's also going to sanitize my water. When you see us put it on the canners out there, it has set for 30 minutes. It takes the water, the gases out of the water, the chlorine all comes out. That is a cold pack method. You take your cold water, you put cold water in your pots, you bring it to a boil. Once it's boiling, you let it sit there for 20 minutes to 30 minutes, and that brings your water up to a high heat temperature, which sterilizes your water. You're going to then take it out, and then as it cools, it's going to create a vacuum, and it pulls your lid down and seals. This is what I call the hot pack method. Some people do it for canning. We do not, but this is water. So I'm going to get this up to a rolling temperature. You don't need a canning system to put away emergency water. If you have a place that you can go and buy jars, even if it's just one box of jars, you get 12 jars to a box. That's 24 jars of water. You can put that away underneath your bed. You can put that in a closet. You can put it on a shelf. You can set it out all throughout your house as decorations. It's sealed. Once it's sealed, that water is going to stay good and perfect for you. You can put it away. You need it. Water for an emergency scenario, like Andrea said, you can take that water because it's sterilized. Someone hurt themselves really bad. That water is not going to cause an infection because you boiled that water. It is hot boiled. It is sealed from the elements. You cannot get anything in because it's sealed. That water is sterilized. You can clean wounds with it. Make baby formula with it because it is sterile. Once it becomes cooked and heated, that water is sterile. The water out of your tap is perfectly fine to drink and stuff. That's a different scenario. You're putting it away. There's nothing going to live in this jar. So once this water comes to a boil, I'm going to put it away as a hot pack method. Anybody can do this. You live in a small apartment.
Or a small space camper, whatever it might be.
Small space camper. Anyone can do this. It's just boil your water, put it in the jar, finger tight your lid, something we always specify. Finger tight your lids. When this water starts to cool down, it's going to pull a vacuum. It's going to seal that lid. Once that's done and your water is cold enough to handle, you can do one of two things. You can tighten the lid down some more, or you can take the ring off and reuse it for something else, because once that is sealed, it's not supposed to pop loose. Another thing you can do with your jarred water, if you want to kind of cycle through it and practice doing this, if you're into sun tea during the summertime, you can pop one of these jars open, plop a couple bags of tea in there, put your lid back on and set it outside. It's going to make what we call up here in the Midwest, we call that sun tea. It's a nice, refreshing, light form of tea. You can drink it right out of that. You have instant access to most any beverage you want with just fresh storage water.
Well, even talk to them about what you said to me about instant coffee, which is a really good idea.
Yeah, you can use it for your instant coffee. You can put instant coffee in there, set it out in the sun. It might not get as hot, but it'll give you your coffee jolt that you're looking for. It's easy. This is getting close to a boil here. We'll be back in a few minutes when this gets up to roll boil, and I'll show you how to do a quick hot pack. Anyone can do this. Talk to you in a minute. Hi everybody, we're back. I want to show you what I mean. Rolling boil. That water is now sanitized, ready to jar. It is as hot as it's going to get. It is as hot as it's going to get in our water bath canner.
So with this method, can I ask a quick question? Do we let it boil for a certain amount of time, or is it good just the way it is and how it's boiled?
It's
Or-
once it's boiling, and you've pretty much killed off everything.
So you don't have to worry about boiling it 10,
don't have
15
to-
minutes or
no,
whatever. Okay.
no.
So it's good right now. We just have to throw in jars, right?
Yep.
So that's
it's gonna
simple.
go right into the jars. There again, we run our, because it is a cold pack, you have to give it time to heat the water up when it's on a canner. We've just done the same scenario. It's on the canner. Poof. Now the water's hot. So I'm going to ladle plain old hot water. Except now it's really hot water into our jars. Anybody with a pot, access to clean water, a ladle. You don't even have to have this funnel. If you're really good at it, you can pour water in there. I'm sloppy in the morning. This is, we just took the place of our outdoor canner. This is a hot pack method, and it's just water, so this is safe. Up to the bottom of the ring. This is the ring I'm referring to. You want to have a little air space there, so it's going to pull an air gap. It's going to seal. Right now it's hot. It's going to put pressure up against that lid as it does this. I'm only going to do 3 jars because we do have plenty down there. And I had an order come in for my world famous pickled eggs. So I went out and got some more quarts to do some more pickled eggs for my customer that wishes to have some pickled eggs on their shelf.
If you need another jar, if you have enough for 4, I'll get you another one, sweetheart.
Well, I'll have enough for 4. You can do this anytime you're twiddling your thumbs. You wish you had something to do. This would benefit anybody. If I do 4 jars, that's another gallon of water on our shelf that Andrea and I can utilize between us and our dogs and our cats.
And I did not shoot him, by the way. You can see his shirt says I'm fine.
It's Halloween season, everyone. I'm in the spirit.
Now, you guys, this is not the first time we've preserved water. You know, every year I have space in my canner. I will hot water bath a jar of water just so we have it on hand. I specifically like to use jarred water when working with like scratches or scrapes or wounds or whatever that looks like, just because I know this is sterilized water. And I know for a fact that I've done this and it's going to be down on the shelves. Some of those poor folks in North Carolina and Tennessee, wherever was hit by the hurricane, they cannot get a hold of drinking water. So I think it's imperative we do this. This is not the first time we've canned water. It won't be the last time I can water.
Well,
It's just
I will
good to
fill this
have.
one up.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I will fill this one up.
All right.
Not enough for 5 quarts.
Might as well do it since we're doing it.
Since I'm doing it, it's already boiled water. Let's put you right there. There again, you do not have to have a canning system pot for this. You don't have to get
Fancy schmancy.
overthinking it. This is as easy a way to put away emergency water as I could think of to help everyone through the thought process of you don't have to be big and fancy. This is to save your life. Put it on the shelf. Hide it under your bed. Put it in your closet. It doesn't have to be for emergency services. You can use this to boil your ramen noodles to feed yourself. It's sterile water.
Do you have enough for another quart, sweetheart?
No, I do not. And it's just that easy, everyone. I've got 5 quarts of water that I'm now. Oop, that one's not quite up to height. But I've now got a gallon and a quart extra put on the shelf for an emergency scenario. Like I've said in our last video, I do take this out to the camper. We will go through this because it's water. It's good water. There's nothing wrong with it.
It's better than any plastic bottled water coming from a store, but that's just fine too.
Justify buying water when you have access for water and a means of putting it away. Yes, that works out fine. Notice everyone, as I'm just put, these jars are very hot because the water is very hot.
There's pot holders in that cupboard right below you.
I use my thumb and my middle finger and just bring it to snug. What's going on now is we're heating this compound up on these lids. The hot water is putting pressure against it. It is evacuating that little bit of air in between there. This is the hot pack method. It's evacuating that air, and then it's going to cool down. And as it cools down, it's going to create a slight vacuum, and it's going to pull back on that. And that's what seals your lid.
Are you turning these guys upside down?
I can.
Well, no, I'm just asking because I knew an old canner over in Geneseo that would turn their jars upside down.
For food, yeah. A lot of people that do it this way for food. This is just water. This is This is going to warm that lid. I mean, this stuff is rocking hot. It's going to pull down a vacuum. It's going to seal. If you don't believe me, once these get sealed, we'll come back and finish this video, and I'll take a ring off and dump it over and prove to you that it will seal. Anybody can put away emergency water. Do it for yourself. Do it for your loved ones. If you have pets, do it for them. Someday you may wish you had put away water and holy cow, I'm out of bottled water. This is just as good. Why buy it if you already have it? Your biggest investment is, if you look around, shop around, is to buy a case, which there's 12 jars to a box of jars. And once you get to knowing how to do this, and it's so easy, I would bet probably you're going to be addicted to canning. You're going to go out and do it again. And then you're going to realize how easy it is to do. Then you're going to start looking into canning recipes. And as Andrea says, just go out there and do it. It's not that hard. Andrea was not a canner 5 years ago. We've come a long ways in 5 years learning how to follow the recipes, how to do the process. 3 years ago, I was scared to living death to put away meat. Watching Lisa Sutton, Whippoorwill Holler, anyone putting away cold pack, scared to death to pressure can. Once I got past that initial state, it's easy peasy.
Just get started.
Just get started. This is the easiest way I know for anybody to put away for your own benefit some shelf stable water that's going to last a long time, because now it's sealed. Nothing can get in, nothing can get out. Sterilized, clean water for you and yours. Andrea Cans.
Yeah, this is Andrea Swain Martin with my handsome husband. Early on a Thursday morning, I have got to get ready to go to work, and he has been after me to film this video for a couple of days, just because this is probably the easiest way to put away water. It is the hot pack method, and it just works really well for us. So we will all talk to you all later. I hope you're having a great day. Thank you for liking and subscribing to our channel. We really appreciate it, and we'll talk to you soon.
Bye, y'all. Have a good day.